So hello everyone, welcome to lecture 2 on trigonometry. Right guys, before moving ahead, I would like to recommend you all that if you all have not gone through lecture 1, check the link in the description box and go through it and then come back to this video. You will have a better understanding on trigonometry guys, right? Okay, so I have made a complete tutorial on trigonometry, so you can check the complete video in the description box. So yes, in lecture 1 what we read about the basics of trigonometry, like what is a trigonometric ratio, what actually is sine theta, cos theta and rest all other stuffs. And in this class we are going to talk about the trigonometric ratios at some specific angles. Trigonometric ratios at some specific angles. So what specific angles? Like in the earlier case, we used to talk about trigonometric ratios with respect to a random angle theta. Now this theta can be 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, and these values we will remember guys, right? Although theta can be any angle, but yes, these are the specific angles that I am talking about. And guys, we are required to remember the trigonometric ratios and their values at these specific angles. So yes, I have a table for you all. Now you all can consider this table. So for example, if you would see sine 0, it is 0. Sine 30, 1 by 2. Sine 45, 1 by root 2. Sine 60, what is the value of sine 60 for example? It is root 3 by 2, as you can get from this table. Sine 90 is 1. So guys, you would feel that it's quite difficult to remember this, but let me tell you the trick. It's super easy to remember the trick. Only thing is that you are going to remember the first row, that is for sine. Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and sine 90 is 1. Now for cosine, what you do, just start bringing the numbers from the last. So 1 I will bring here, the number next to it, root 3 by 2, I will bring it here, and then number next to root 3 by 2, that is 1 by root 2, I'll bring it here, and then 1 by 2 I'll bring it here, and then 0 I'll bring it here, right? Tan guys, you all can divide sine by cos, because tan theta in the previous lecture we saw it was sine theta by cos theta. So once you have got the values of sine and cos, you can divide and write. So 0 by 1, it is 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, just check. Divide it, you will get it as 1 by root 3. And that's what I have filled, right? So similarly, you will fill for tan. You don't need to remember this. Cosec theta guys. Now cosec theta is equal to 1 by sine theta. It's the reciprocal of sine theta. So for sine theta, whatever we have got, we will reciprocate. So guys, two things to be remembered. If you have 0, if you reciprocate it, it will be not defined, right? Because 0 is nothing but 0 by 1. If you reciprocate, it will become 1 by 0, which is not defined. That's why I have written ND at many places you can see. On the other hand, if you have not defined and if you are going to reciprocate, not defined means it is 1 by 0. So if you reciprocate, it will be 0 by 1 and that's going to be 0. So I'll write here 1 by 0, that will be not defined. So 1 by not defined, that is 0, right? So let me fill this table and it will make more sense. So here I will fill for sine at 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. So sine 0 guys, 0, sine 30 1 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and sine 90 is 1. So we will remember this for sine. Now for cos, what we will do? We'll bring the numbers from the last. So 1 I'll bring here. Similarly root 3 by 2 I'll bring here. 1 by root 2 I'll bring here. Then the number before this I'll add here. Number before this I'll add here. Right? It's clear for sine and cos. Now let's write for tan. We will divide 0 by 1. Guys, 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. Just do 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. You get 1 by root 3. Similarly, 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2 is 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, it is root 3. And 1 by 0, guys, what it is? It is not defined. Now, once we have found for tan, let us write for cosec theta, right? So, cosec is reciprocal of sine. So, I will look at the first and I will reciprocate that value. So, 0 reciprocate, it becomes 1 not defined. 1 by 2 reciprocate, it becomes 2. Similarly, root 2 and then 2 by root 3 and 1 reciprocate, it will be 1 only. Similarly, for sec, we can write sec, I need to refer cos. So, reciprocate, just reciprocate and write the values in the corresponding columns. So, here I need to reciprocate 0, so it will be not defined. The final value we have here is cot. So, for observing the values of cot, I need to look at the column of tan, right? Because cot is 1 by tan. So, 0, I will reciprocate, it will be not defined. 1 by root 3, I will reciprocate, it will be root 3. Similarly, 1 by root 3 and not defined, if I reciprocate, I will get 0, right? So, guys, you can see I have filled the table completely by just remembering one row and applied the simple tricks and identities. So, I'll tell you what these actually mean. Let us suppose I randomly take sine 45. We know sine 45 is 1 by root 2, right? As we can get from the table. So, what does this indicate? That in a triangle, if we are talking about 45-degree angle, in a right angle triangle, if this is 45, so what does this mean? This side will be 1 and this hypotenuse will be root 2. Why? Because sine 45, sine, we know it is the ratio of perpendicular by hypotenuse. So, it's not necessarily it will be 1 and root 2. It may be in the ratio 1 is to root 2. So, maybe it can be 2. So, it has to be 2 root 2. So, if you take the ratio 2 by 2 root 2, that is the ratio of P by H, you will still get 1 by root 2, right? That's the meaning, that's the use how we make for the trigonometric ratios at specific angles. Alright, guys. So, let's do a simple question based on the trigonometric ratios. So, very simple question here. Let us say we have a triangle PQR, right angled at Q, with PQ as 3 centimeter, this is given, PR as 6 centimeter, this is given. You have to find now the angles QPR and angle PRQ. So, guys, you would have been observing that in the previous lectures we were given angles and we were about to determine the sides, right, using the concept of trigonometric ratios. Here you need to find, let us say, QPR, that means this angle, right? So, if you look at this angle, guys, you have been given the base and you have been given the hypotenuse. So, we can say cos angle QPR, right, cos of this angle is equal to base by hypotenuse. So, 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. So, now you have to look upon the table, guys, for what value of cos, the value comes out to be 1 by 2. It is 60 degree, guys, right? So, I can say cos angle QPR is equal to 1 by 2. That implies cos angle QPR is equal to cos 60 degree, right? Because cos 60 is 1 by 2. So, from here we can say angle QPR is 60 degree. And we have found angle QPR as 60 degree. So, once I have found QPR as 60, we know this is a triangle, and by angle sum property, the total angle should come out to be 180, right? So, 60 plus 90 plus angle PRQ. So, from here we can solve and get angle PRQ as 30 degree. The angle PRQ is 30 degree, right? Let us solve one more question. So guys, if you have not understood the previous problem carefully, do go through it once again, but it is always recommended to watch the previous lectures to have a good grasp on this unit. Okay, so second question, if sine a minus b is 1 by 2, cos a plus b is 1 by 2, then you have to find angle A and B. So this is again super easy question, guys. For what angle? We have the value for sine as 1 by 2. Look at the table, guys. You have to remember this table. You will not be given this table in the exam. So it is 30 degree. So sine 30 degree, we can say it is 1 by 2. So I can say from the first statement, sine A minus B is sine 30 degree. Similarly, we can look at the table and say cos A plus B is cos 60 degree. So from this one we get one equation, A minus B is 30, and from here we get A plus B is 60. Right? So you have two equations, guys. You just need to solve them. So what I will do instead, I will add them so that I can eliminate one variable. So add them. You get 2A is equal to 90, indicating that A is 45 degree. Now take this value of A, put in either equation. So let's say I put it here. I get 45 plus B as 60, and this gives us B as 15 degree. So yes, we have figured out angle A and angle B, guys, right? So this lecture was very short, guys, because we just need to remember that table which I have given you, which includes the trigonometric ratios at specific angles, right? So guys, watch lecture 1 and the next lecture 3, which includes all about the trigonometric identities. Alright, see you in the next lecture, guys.